Hello, everyone. This is indeed Three Dudes, One Zoom, powered by Anchor.fm, also available on Spotify and YouTube, all under Three Dudes, One Zoom. Make sure you check us out on Twitter, too, for all the latest show news and updates. Three Dudes, One Zoom. Use the numbers for that one. Little C. Tank
Yes, sir.
was supposed to be on the Zoom call 21 minutes ago. He has not shown. Do you think
Listen,
21 minutes is an appropriate time to wait for him?
I do think 21 minutes is the appropriate time to wait. I think, yeah, I was here, so let's just keep it rolling.
Yeah, the one
And
thing,
yeah,
a new rule that's going to be introduced that we're going to tell our people about is if you're not on the Zoom call within 21 minutes, we start the podcast. So
yes,
you have
sir.
21 minutes from the scheduled time to come on air. And so we'll just get right into it, Lil C. You ready?
I am ready. Let's
So
do this.
the big subject that the both of us care mutually about is the NHL coming back because the season was announced that it was terminated, like Arnold Schwarzenegger in the 80s. And that would go right into the 24-game format. We talked about this already, so we'll just go into specifics. The one thing that's like people are getting their hopes up. They saw that July 10th date of like when like they can start training camps again. And the one thing you got to remind people is like just because like they can start July 10th doesn't mean they're going to. So it could go late into July. Little C, when do you like have an idea when they're coming back? What do you?
I mean,
expect?
everything could change like that. One person could get in, it's all thrown out the window. I mean, at this point, it's just, even though Bettman announced everything, it's all speculation at this point. Hopefully, everything goes to plan at July 10th date or whenever they could, like the earliest. But, I mean, it just takes one person to get it or players to rebel, and it's just not going to happen. So it's going to be interesting to see. But
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about a plan if someone gets it.
nah, but did you see what Nick Foligno said?
I
He
don't think
said that
so.
if he can't see his family or whatever, he's gonna like throw hands or something.
I think a lot of players believe that, like same sentiment. I don't know. It's so weird because it's like you have to like they're all playing in the hub cities that are going to be named at a later date.
Mm-hmm.
They're all probably going to be forced to stay in hotels and like bus to and from stadiums. So I don't know. It's like it's going to be so weird. But once the games start, it's going to go like that. Like they'll have
Yeah,
it so well planned out.
it's
So
gonna be weird, like with no crowds because they curse a lot, so they're gonna have to like
yeah, but
I don't know.
they always have that mute button down there for all the mics on the rink. So I think they'll just have the announcers pretty much to it. And are
It's
the announcers? I will hate if the announcers like NASCAR is like going on right now. Their announcers aren't at the track; they're watching on TV in the studio. I feel like hockey's so in the moment. You need to see the whole ice. I would hate if the
100%.
announcers aren't there. That would ruin it so much.
It's got to
But
be
get
Doc Emmerich and whoever the hell they're gonna. Who is it? Who
uh,
usually does it with Doc Emmerich?
Eddie
Is
Olczyk.
it Ray Ferraro? Oh, it's Eddie.
Eddie Olczyk's doing color. Ray Ferraro, Pierre. They all alternate through.
Oh, Pierre. We don't have to bring Pierre, but
He's terrible. So like we could sit here all night and just speculate of when hockey's coming back. We'll see. You want to dive into some actual like hockey news?
let's do it. Why not?
So I don't know if you heard this earlier. This came out today. Carolina, one of their complaints about the format is not fair to teams that got higher points already than that they have to play teams that wouldn't have made the playoffs. So they proposed that the Rangers, and they used the Rangers apparently as their example because that's who they match up with, that they should play a 5-game series where the Rangers have to win 4 of the 5 in order to move on. And it got leaked out today. Little C, does that make the Carolina Hurricanes officially scared of the New York Rangers?
Oh yeah. Once I heard that they didn't want this format to happen, I knew that they were scared. This is gonna be honestly a heated rivalry. I feel like this is gonna be like a must-watch series out of all of them. Even though all of them are gonna be must-watch, but this is gonna be like intense.
I saw an NHL on their Instagram said this is the least interesting series of the play-in.
No way,
And
really?
I think the Shea trade links the two teams together. The fact Carolina's been like all against this from the beginning. I think the Rangers are going to use that. Well, to be fair, the Rangers might just be like F you and blow through them. Because the one thing is the Rangers have firepower, and now that they're
Yeah,
healthy with Kreider, they can score. It's like, can they keep the puck out of the net? That's their only question.
that's the thing. We have Kreider back now, obviously, and they also have Dougie Hamilton back, who's a really good offensive defenseman. But
In his own zone, though, he's
you just got to yell Ovechkin at him, and he gets scared like he did when he came at him, and he just moved out of the way. He scored.
Yeah,
But
I don't want to jump too far ahead, but like we'll get to the awards a little. But Ovi did win the Maurice Richard. He gets robbed of a chance for another 50-goal year.
he also gets like if he doesn't catch Gretzky, I think that a lot of people will
Especially
be looking at this year.
if he's like 5 to 10 short,
Mm-hmm.
that one's
I
gonna be
mean,
like.
if he's 5 to 10, sure, he might as well just play like
But
half a season to get it and then just
yeah, but once if
retire.
he plays a year where he scores like 12 goals, and are you gonna come back?
That's rough.
That's you don't want to ruin.
I don't see when that would happen with him though. He's a beast.
He'll be age 62. I think he'll still be.
Yager was still going strong. Where is he now?
He's in the Czech league, like where he's from. That whatever professional league they have there, he plays there. He's like the captain. I think he's the captain and coach of the team. He's very.
That's crazy.
Yager's insane. So the other big hockey news out today is the Jack Eichel. Like obviously Buffalo is one of the few teams that did make the playoffs. It seems like every team made the playoffs now. And he made the quote that he's fed up, and they have had 9 losing years. And Eichel was having a great year. And you could argue that if they were like closer to a playoff spot, he would have been in like the true like MVP most valuable. Like he would have been in the run. He had 78 points in 68 games.
He had a crazy streak too going at one point.
I mean, he's just a crazy good player. He's been overshadowed by McDavid at the draft, and now he's being on a bad team. He's overshadowed, but he's legitimately one of the best players in the game.
100%.
Little C, what do you think of Eichel in Buffalo? Is he staying?
Ristolainen complained too. I don't know if you saw that.
He doesn't have the star power.
No, but they're both there. Like he's their highest paid D man.
That's their 2 best players. Like
talent. I was gonna say Skinner, but Skinner got out of that year, so I don't know. But no, I mean I don't blame him. They're wasting his, like most of his years of his great career, just not making the playoffs.
Do you think he's a coach killer? Because Bilesma got fired because of him.
Yeah. What happened with that? Was there any like
Eichel and Bilesma had a fight and they fired Bilesma?
I mean. Who's their coach now? It's
it's a former player who I'm blanking on their name, isn't it?
It was like a soccer coach too.
No, he played for them. Oh,
Ralph Kruger?
Or did they fire the guy I'm thinking of? Google the guy.
Oh, it was. I know.
I can't think of who it was.
I think Ralph Kruger is head coach now, but
the guy before him, he played for the Sabres in the '90s. He's one of the all-time great Sabres. What's his name, Little C? He was on that team that.
Is it Phil Housley?
Yeah, that's who I'm thinking of. Yep.
Gotcha.
He was a really good guy.
But did he get him thrown out too, or did they just fire him because he?
I think they just suck.
I mean,
because Housley was like a good coach for one.
They don't win. I'm surprised they didn't get him anywhere with Bilesma too, because he's a good coach. Obviously, he's got.
Well, to be fair. Yeah, with Crosby, Malkin.
Still, though.
I get it. Like, he was a good coach, but, like, can he coach a bad team to be good, or can he just coach a good team to be, like, great?
Yeah,
you know?
True.
I don't know. Do you think Eichel's staying in Buffalo? Or do you think he's, like, is this the first step on his way out?
Well, how long is his contract? Because I could see him staying one more year.
He signed a big deal? He re-upped on a big deal a couple of years ago?
I mean, that's his fault, honestly. But, he would also be an RFA, which is harder to...
Yeah, but you could offer sheet him, which would make it very
that takes yeah.
The Islanders were rumored they were going to offer sheet Nylander. Yeah, Eichel's making $10 million this year. He got a big deal, I know. They signed him out of his deal early.
How long is he signed for?
I'm trying to find the exact number of years. I knew it was a big deal because it was like shortly right before or after McDavid got his money, they signed Eichel to lock him up. It was a huge deal, though. I want to say 8 years, $80 million. So
what was it signed?
Lil C just had me close out the app. I got excited. It started at the beginning of 2018-19, so 2 years ago. Yeah. So he's got 6 years left on that deal. After that, he's a UFA. He's 23, so he'll be 29. So he'll get another big deal then.
He's still got a lot of time. Obviously, he's still young, but still, I don't know.
To make a move to get Eichel, you're gonna have to give up a roster player to replace him on the team.
Prospect and a first.
A prospect or two. Or a couple first consecutive years. Knowing the Rangers, they'll give up every first-round pick they have. As Tank messages.
No, they give the first-round picks out when Eichel's 38.
Yeah, to Eric Stahl. They gave up a second round.
He bounced back though, Eric Stahl. Give him credit.
Had an MVP. He was top 3 in the Hart voting.
With Minnesota.
I don't know.
Crazy.
But Eichel on the Rangers, I heard that rumor. That would be nuts. That would fill out their center core nicely.
I mean, it's not far from Buffalo, obviously. So
yeah, so I'm sure the commute is what Eichel's worried about. That's definitely the biggest problem Jack Eichel has. And it's also his brand would explode in New York with Panarin. They would be the two of the top players in the league in New York on Broadway.
I've listened to him on Chicklets too. He's a good guy, a funny guy. So I mean, bring him to the media. Huh?
Wait, where did he play? Didn't he play at BU?
Yeah, BU
So he
or
played.
BC?
So he played for Quinn.
Wait, was it BU or was it BC?
Tank is about to enter the room. So we're gonna ask him as Tank joins us if he coached.
Let's
think
see.
he coached him.
BU. He went to BU.
Hey Tank,
Call me, guys.
we messaged you, and I told you
Yeah,
5
you
minutes.
messaged me. I was in the middle of something. You could have called me.
At 6:30, I said 7:30.
Yeah, I read 8, so.
Wait,
Hey,
when
Tank.
did he go to BU?
We just started a couple minutes ago.
Okay.
So
My head is
we're
pounding.
just talking some hockey. We're talking Jack Eichel, how he's fed up in Buffalo, and the odds of him coming to New York. Because Little C's looking up right now because he went to BU, right? He did go to BU, right? I'm not making that up.
Yeah.
He didn't go, and David Quinn,
looking
current
at
Ranger
Ross.
head coach, I think coached Eichel at BU, and so that's a huge draw.
Yeah.
Plus, we're on the verge of contending. Oh, get Jack Eichel to New York, right? Like
David Quinn did coach that team when he was a freshman.
I see. There's so many things that like, why not us? And I feel like this, especially, he's a guy they should offer the house for. A young superstar to build your team around. Like, because that's the guy they need. They've never had a dominant top-line center.
So, okay, I was just going to get to that. Since you always say that Zibanejad's not a top-one center.
Eichel's way better than Zibanejad.
Well, yeah, but
Okay.
you're happy with Zibanejad as your second line, I hope, right?
Yeah. Oh, he's a he's an A. He's a B plus.
Who would you rather have, Zibanejad or Stepan?
Two very different players.
But,
Zibanejad's a scorer, where Stepan is a two-way.
If you had to pick.
If I have a guy who's like a true second-line center, Stepan. But if I want a guy that's going to bring more upside on my second line, I think Zibanejad.
I think Zibanejad's a first-line center. But, again,
I disagree with that.
If he comes, more than welcome as him as our first-line center.
Can you imagine that center core? Who's there's a center I'm blanking on, too.
You got Hedel.
Zibanejad. Howden plays wing. Howden's got too
Are you
good of a
sure?
shot. He should. He's got two. He's not good in his own zone. He can't really win faceoffs. I think Eichel. Hey, Tank. Tank, do you think Eichel should be a Ranger?
Oh, Ryan
Yeah, I'm
Strome.
Strome plays up on the line with Kreider. No, he doesn't.
Doesn't he play with Panarin? I feel like Strome plays with Panarin, right? Or yeah.
And Zibanejad. That's that line. Who
Is
does
it?
Kreider plays with who then?
I forget. It's been
Dude,
too
but
far.
Kreider was hurt too, so that the last I remember, Kreider wasn't on the team.
Yeah, he blocked the
Honestly.
shot.
Hey, Tank, Carolina said that they want the Rangers in a best-of-5 game series. The Rangers would have to win 4 games to advance. That's what they asked for in the meeting.
They're
Do you
scared of
think-
us, Tank.
Do you think Carolina's scared of New York?
I think best of 5. Why would it be 4?
Because they say it's not fair that they weren't in the playoffs and they were, but they have to play us.
Was Carolina even in the playoffs? I thought that they were just out of it.
They were the 8 seed or 2 points out. Be funny if they weren't in the playoffs. Oh, the motivation Quinn will have to put on the locker room walls.
I just got very excited now that we found out that David Quinn coached.
Because that's like, hey, Tank, do you know Kako's moving into our next hockey topic? Kako, he's diabetic. He may not be able to play even if they do come back.
Really?
Yeah, because like if you're not more likely to get sick, but if you do get sick with the virus and you're diabetic, obviously that's a much bigger issue. So apparently,
Send it.
I think you have to take your young players' health into consideration a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah. The race is on right now. Who's winning? Do you know?
Don't know. I'll look.
I-
What's race?
It's the Cup Series
On a Thursday?
because it got rained out yesterday at Charlotte.
Man, I'm really behind on stuff.
It was supposed to be yesterday.
Yeah, then a tropical storm hit North Carolina.
Oh, yeah, I saw the meme
Bertha. I like the one
Yeah,
with the
Bertha.
office. Did you
Yeah,
see
The Office. with Toby.
Why are you the way you are? I was playing that.
Joey
for those-
Logano's leading. They're in a
Yeah.
red flag right now.
Probably raining.
Blaney's in second.
Where's Chase?
Anyway.
Chase is 14th.
15th. Oh,
14th.
he started.
I have him as one of my
18th.
favorites, so.
I didn't do the bets tonight. Wow, I just forgot about that. Shit. Sorry, that really ruined my night. So just to go over awards, like Draisaitl won the Art Ross. He was going to win it
Mhm.
anyway. Bruins won the Presidents. Tuca and Halak won the Jennings. Ovi
Saw
and
that.
Pasto tied for the Maurice.
Oh,
as I mentioned.
they did the
Yeah, because
awards?
they terminated
just
the season.
just the ones. With
Oh,
the
they did?
stats
Yeah, they
involved.
terminated the season.
When did they do that?
Right before our last episode when we were talking about it, I think.
Panarin for Hart.
If the
I didn't know they terminated the
this
season though.
did this count as making the playoffs for them?
I
thought I
would
was
say
listening to
so.
Michael K show and they were saying that hockey might come back. So I don't know why.
It is coming, but they'll go right to the 24-game playoff.
I would say.
Oh,
this
you're saying the
counts as
regular
playoffs.
season's
Yeah,
over.
the regular season.
Okay, I'm back now.
Hold
back
on,
on
this is a
track.
stat I saw.
Yeah, I would
This
say
is a random hockey stat that I found online from
Wayne Gretzky's good.
from 538.com, which is a statistical
Statistics.
website for like politics, sports, media, everything. This is from a 2015 article. When you pull the goal, this is completely random, but it's related to hockey. When you pull the goalie with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go, you have about a 19.5% chance of tying the game. If you pull him with a minute, it drops to 17%.
Really? Didn't Patrick Waugh used to pull the goalie like 5 minutes left?
He was down 3 goals once. He pulled him with 12 minutes to go, and they won the game. So, I mean, Patrick Waugh was crazy. Like, he proved that when he played. He proved that when he coached. And
Remember his first game, him and Boudreaux?
Yeah.
With the glass?
What's it called? I mean, he quit because Nick Holden got traded.
Nick Holden.
He was like Nick Holden was my favorite defenseman, and they traded him.
He still play. Doesn't he still play with Vegas? Right?
He was on Boston.
One of those.
Wasn't he? We traded him for a pick to Boston before. It was a separate deal than the Nash deal. The Holden trade was the first trade of that year.
Holden. Nick Holden.
He was something else. He could score every night.
I like Justin Falk. Falk.
Not the good one, the bad one. I shouldn't say he's bad. He's in the NHL. So moving on to our next topic, baseball. Play like taps or sad music. Players walked out of the last meeting.
You mean ended the meeting?
Oh yeah, they clicked the end meeting on Zoom. My bad. It's a disaster, and a couple hundred minor league players lost their jobs today. They got fired.
That's sad.
And by the end of next week, they expect 1,000 will have lost their job. So that's about 1,000 careers that are ended all because of this, and they probably won't get another shot, which really sucks. But baseball's a joke. The owners are terrible. It's like they made billions since the last lockout on TV deals, and they can't afford to take like next to little this year in order to play baseball. And then they try this bullshit to blame it on the players. It's such a joke. I hate Rob Manfred. I hate the owners. The players are completely in the right here not to take. They took a 50% pay cut, and now they're asking them to take a bigger pay cut. That's just ridiculous. And by the way, I'm not going to name names because a lot of our fans follow me on certain social media pages too, and they'll know who I'm talking about. But the old argument, it's like, oh, a guy would kill to have. If my son could like have your job, he would play. It doesn't matter what the money is. Your son can't throw 95 miles an hour on the black and strike out like the top players in baseball. So he doesn't deserve that money. It's these top guys that have the talent that do. So they're the ones that get to decide what they do with their money. Like, I don't think Joe Schmo down the street should tell anyone what to do with the money they're promised in their contract, you know? And that goes for baseball players all the way down to ShopRite cashiers. Whatever they want to do to make their money. By the way, it's a noble profession.
That's pretty low.
No, that's not as noble as a cart pusher, but it's pretty noble. Any thoughts
Are you
on
putting
baseball?
cart pushers ahead of cashiers?
Oh, cart pushers, they're motherfuckers, or something to say. Little C called his dad an MFer, as it's referred to in the neighborhood.
Dougie loves that. Dougie's like, you're not going to call me an MFer, right? When he saw me pushing carts that one day. Like, don't call me an MFer now. Go, Doug.
That's a good one. Tank, any thoughts on baseball?
It's sad. I want to watch baseball.
It's like I've honestly given up on this year.
Yeah, it's done.
It's like, I don't know. Unless the owners are literally like, we'll pay your contracts, we promised you. It's like it's so aggravating because it's guaranteed money. The greatest union in the world, they work out these deals, and then they're like, you know what? Times are tough right now. We can only make $2. They literally would still. I saw they would make about $2 billion if they just played like with all these like reduced things instead of like $8 billion. Little C. This podcast, if we had $2 billion, would have a studio, and we'd have a lot left over afterwards.
I think.
Oh,
that wouldn't even touch like $1 million.
No, I would honestly like I'd build like a shack in like my backyard I would spend all the money on the equipment, and I'd just buy it like an FM signal, and I'd.
You're telling me with like $2 billion you're gonna build a shack?
Yeah, but it's like we could use the other to support like Corona research because we're very giving people.
And
we would help out those in need. Tank. It wouldn't all be about. We would build enough to have a live internet station or radio station on an FM signal, we would make sure it goes to research. As I mute my mic and say all the things we would do on our plane ride to Las Vegas. No, honest to God though, I hope like if we do get $2 billion, we'll put it $3 billion, $4 billion, whatever we get eventually from this. We're gonna put it in a 3-way trust because if I feel really good about like the Celtics one night, there's a good chance $3 billion can take out on the Celtics.
Yeah, you got a problem.
No, I probably wouldn't do that. But imagine it's like you roll the dice on $1 billion. I would bankrupt every sports book in this country. They don't have. That'd be nice. Come home with like, Mom, I made $3 billion today. What'd you do? It's
That
like,
he would be super.
I was like, I had the Celtics plus 7.5. That's what happened. Anywho, moving forward on the topic list, Mike Tyson's stupid.
Yes.
All right.
Mike Tyson's not stupid.
He wants to fight Tyson Fury.
Did you see him throw down with Chris Jericho?
I was about to get to that. He wants to fight Tyson Fury, but he can't even beat his shirt that he's wearing.
Did you see that? He tried ripping it. Jericho's like, nice. Jericho's like, well, you have a nice body. We get it.
He couldn't get
So
the obvious major issue is Tyson's, 54? Fury's 31. Tyson's also just, like, in the middle of his career.
Give him a chance, Deeds.
He would
Hank, what do you think?
He would get knocked the fuck
I'd pay to see it.
I would
Tank
pay.
is when we talked about Tyson last time, Tank was a big
He
I'm
also
a big
was.
Tyson guy.
Yeah, but he wasn't fighting.
I didn't think he was fighting Tyson Fury.
Didn't he have Little Seeds. Didn't Mike Tyson have a girlfriend at one point that you always mention?
Mike Tyson?
A 13-year-old?
Karl Malone did that.
Oh, so did Tyson.
Did he?
Tyson. Yeah, Tyson had a little one. But we don't talk about that.
That's creepy.
His voice is so funny.
It's
He
a
went
good
on the mic to
podcast.
talk in AEW.
Mike Tyson has a podcast. It's actually pretty interesting.
Is it? Can you
Yeah.
hear most of it? But
Yeah,
hey,
you
guys.
can. It's the audio's.
He served 3 years in prison for rape.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Tyson?
For what? Say that
Yeah.
again?
For rape?
Yeah, that was the little girl, I think.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, that's the 13-year-old you were talking about.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I think
So not consensual. I thought you were talking about it.
a 13-year-old can't consent, even if
In Alabama. No, Alabama's 15.
Yeah, but your parents need to write off on that, I think. Either way.
Gross.
Yeah, I wasn't like making that up about Tyson. Was it?
Yeah, I was like,
because he had 2 allegations. One he went to jail for, and the other one he settled on.
They're separated. They had 2 kids.
That's the later one. There was one he settled on out of court, where it was a younger lady. I mean, if you have a face tattoo, you have issues. That's just a guaranteed thing. It's like, I don't know.
a boxer.
I'm looking forward to.
Does anyone think that Fury would knock him out in the first round?
Yeah,
Like if he actually like Fury will hold him up for most of this fight.
I think he goes longer than a round.
If Fury actually boxes him, there's no way.
No, I think that Fury's gonna go easy on him.
That's
Unless
the thing.
Tyson gets like a good punch on him.
No,
Then
if
Fury will.
the only way if Tyson's like actually box me and Fury be like, I don't want to kill you, old man. I'm named after you.
Holyfield's coming back too.
That's who Tyson
He's only
should
got
fight.
1 ear.
That would be funny.
That'd be watching
Fight off the other ear.
That would be watching your father fight like Corey. That'd be like if you had 2 of your own father and they fought each other on bad knees.
Hey, no matter what. Well,
Be
I
back.
mean, obviously, if we're not at school, if this match happens, we're gonna have a party here.
I'm busy that.
Shut up! You're so annoying.
But oh, by the way, there's a certain fan that submitted jokes to be told on this show. Jokes will not be told ever again on this show. Little C, the joke he told last time, I hope he will apologize for it at the end, how bad it was. And the joke list that spawned thereafter on our Twitter that was DM'd to a host. You know who you are, who sent it. Anywho, yeah, there's no chance. If Titan can't even beat his own shirt I wrote down WWE, but then in my head when I was reading this, isn't it AEW he was
Yeah.
on? See? I'm paying attention.
Yeah.
I know that there's a rival.
Pay attention to fake fighting.
He was. He gave the
What's
belt
AEW?
out.
What's
Huh?
AEW stand for?
Oh,
Americans Electric Wrestling.
Ray
Say
Ran.
that-
It's
say that
Ray
again?
Ran's company.
American Electric Wrestling.
What is it, Corey? What's AEW?
Like the actual one.
Yeah.
All Elite Wrestling.
Okay.
That's pretty close.
Did you
That's
see?
worse than I thought.
He was watching the match. They was handing out the belt to him. They cut to him for like a second and it showed him yawning, and then they quickly cut out.
Yeah.
What
was
he's-
yawning?
He's,
That yawning, Mike Tyson.
he's an old man.
He had his
needs
hand
to
like that.
sleep.
Like,
That's the thing. This fight has to be at like 2:00 in the afternoon because he needs a nap after. He would get his ass kicked.
hey, he's
If he
training
actually
though. Like, he's training hard, though.
if he actually boxed Tyson Fury, or as your dad says, Flurry,
How would they advertise it? Tyson.
Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury.
Oh, but that's his name. Tyson versus Fury.
Tyson.
No, they just do like Iron Mike or something.
Fury,
like that.
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, you got to give him
Tyson-
props, though.
But he's not going to last past the third round. Like, he's
mean-
just going to get too tired.
What happens
him-
if he just rocks Tyson Fury with one punch and knocks Tyson Fury out? Then what?
Not going to happen.
Well, you don't know that.
I guarantee you Tyson won't land a shot, like a real shot, if they box for...
Wait, isn't Fury going to
He's
fight
never
Wilder
gonna do.
again? Don't they have
That's
another
what I'm
rematch?
saying. That's who this guy's going up against. Then he's going to fight him, a 53-year-old. I don't think Fury...
Maybe he fights Tyson first.
As a warm-up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happens if he gets knocked out? The whole world is stunned.
No, it's not. It's not going to happen.
If Mike Tyson knocks out Tyson Fury, the world's not going to come to a stop.
There's a bigger chance Fury punches his punching bag, it comes back and knocks him out than Tyson knocking him out. There's not a chance Fury...
Do you guys like Fury?
He's okay.
I like when he sings after he wins. I think that's the best part.
Is he the British white guy? Is that?
He's from like Kazakhstan. No, he's
No, I
not.
think
Am I
he's-
thinking
Yeah,
of a different guy?
No,
No,
I'm
you're
thinking.
tall, bald guy,
Yeah.
kind of fat.
Yeah.
Who's from Kazakhstan? We're Googling a lot tonight. We really researched this show.
We suck.
Who sucks?
I said we suck.
No tech. We were having a good hockey conversation.
I can't keep up with the
Yeah,
hockey
Mike-
stuff.
Tyson
My
Fury
only
agrees
thing that I
from
listen
Mega
to is
Fight.
Yeah,
Michael
Fury-
K. Show on the way
Who's
home.
from Kazakhstan? Tyson
Fury
Fury's from.
agrees to mega fight with Tyson.
Where'd you read that? TMT Sports.
I just
Oh
is
no,
that TikTok.
Tyson Fury
Thank-
agrees to mega fight. He says, "Hell yeah." Okay. I don't know. It's gonna be a joke. It's just gonna be a charade. Tyson's not gonna do shit.
Well, there's a bunch of things of him accepting the fight. Yahoo Sports. Shout out to
I don't
Yahoo.
know. No free ads, little C.
free ads.
It's gonna be a joke if it happens.
I mean,
They'll make bank.
I don't know. Oh yeah, without
They'll
a doubt.
cash out for sure. Who's gonna buy it? Little C, I give you.
Is it going to be like the
permission.
McGregor fight?
No, because
one round?
McGregor's actually like.
Was that
an
12
athlete,
seconds?
so-
No, I'm saying,
Mayweather
I'm
should
just
do
saying like
UFC.
how long it
Oh.
lasts. That's what I'm saying.
Mayweather should do a match in UFC.
No, it's the same. He's so old now.
Mayweather.
Yeah,
I don't know why Mayweather would come out of retirement and risk that perfect record.
he's not. He's shouldn't.
Yeah.
Imagine he goes into UFC and beats McGregor though. Then McGregor can't talk
That would
shit,
not
obviously, but
McGregor would kill him.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
If
Who's McGregor
if
facing?
Mayweather was younger, he could do it though. I
if
bet.
McGregor loses one more time to Khabib, his career's done.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he has no one else to fight. If he beats Khabib though, then he goes for the third for the winner takes all, and then if he loses again, he's like best of 5. Nah, I want to see Khabib fight McGregor again, but I think Khabib
Oh yeah,
kicks his ass again.
that would
He'll
be
kick his ass again.
they
an
make
up-
more money out of that than the first one.
The
The
biggest
rematch?
name in UFC to make money off of is McGregor. So
Yeah.
that's
Well, yeah.
that's why Khabib would want to fight him. Not
I was looking up a list
Imagine
of like the biggest draws in MMA, and McGregor's obviously number one.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar's up there too.
because people know who he is. People, let's be real. If you walk down the street, you're like, you know who Khabib is? I would say 6 out of 10 probably be like, no. But people
Yeah.
know who McGregor is. I would love to see McGregor beat him. That'd be such an upset. That'd be
You
a
want
good one.
McGregor to beat Khabib?
Khabib, because he's just so much. Khabib's
I
like
don't
the
know.
best
McGregor,
fighter
like
in the
I
world.
don't know.
He's the best.
Khabib, well, I don't
But
know. I
McGregor's
just feel like
not
McGregor
good.
talks too much.
But he
You
backs
know?
it up for the most part. Like, there's never been a time where he's been like, he's fought a guy that's worse than him and lost, you know? He's
Mhm.
always like, the guys he's lost to are better than him.
He does show respect though. when he
He's one of the
loses, like-
best losers, and I don't mean that in a negative way. Like, there's no, like, who handles a loss better. McGregor's one of the best I've ever seen.
He handles wins.
Yeah.
I mean, after every win, he
Wins,
like,
too,
shows
yeah.
respect.
Yeah, but he's very cocky. But if he loses, he's very good at like tipping his cap, like much better than anyone on like I know could ever be. I hate losing. Me and McGregor are
That's
very
like-
different in that
yeah.
regards.
Huh?
Me and McGregor are different in that regards, similar in others.
Well, yeah, when you lose, well, no, we won that game actually, but you went up to talk shit to some guy 3 times the size of you, and you got your ass kicked.
I didn't get.
I
my ass
wish I
kicked.
was there.
He just chopped me in half. But then I had teammates.
What if the refs
kicked
weren't
his
there and
ass.
he got on top of you? What would you have done?
I probably would have like suplexed him or something. Probably would have Goldberg speared him or some other shit.
Candy.
What? I would have arcadoed him. I'm just trying to come up with wrestler moves. What's the Undertaker's move?
The tombstone pile
Tombstone?
driver.
That's that one. That would've
Can
been
you
me.
imagine Teets giving a tombstone on board? You're
would've been
skating
good.
down there on the tombstone. Just
All right,
jump
little
up.
C.
What's up?
So earlier today, podcast listeners. Tank, you'll be involved in this one too, just for commentary sake.
I might have to dip out early.
Little C, why? You join late and then dip out early?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
I got stuff to do.
What do you got to do?
I'm helping my dad.
Oh, how's he doing?
Good.
That's good. So Little C played golf earlier.
Terrible.
Is that Thunder?
Sound like it.
Are you trying to avoid this conversation, Little C?
No.
What'd you score? What's the score?
50?
50?
52. 52.
Yeah,
Really?
No, I played like shit today.
Really?
That's
But,
not bad, though.
I had one good.
Compared to how he's been playing, he played horrendous.
I had one really good
that's
pitch.
not bad.
That's bad. That's 52 is... Sorry, go ahead.
I had one really good pitch that I'm gonna take full responsibility of. It came like this close to the hole with my
I
pitching
remember.
wedge.
He hit a little shot. We were playing with Cody, who's been on the show as well. And he hit it, and he just gave a little Jordan, little shrug, like, yeah.
No, it was bad though today.
Yeah, it wasn't good at all.
I just didn't want Cody to beat me. I didn't let that happen.
Little
so.
C treats a ball in a tee when he has it on the tee like it's an inside fastball about to crush his hands. He steps out on it and goes to right field with it. It's really.
I got to
interesting
work on my
watch.
stance, but there's a lot to work on. I mean,
Little C.
I'm not like Teets who plays 30-something holes of golf in, 3 days?
Yeah, you calls like golf 3 days. Played 36 holes.
Sorry, I agree. But
I'm playing 18 more tomorrow.
yeah,
So, played
I work
50.
8 hours a day.
I play golf for about 4.
Must be nice.
It is really nice. Actually, it's good exercise. Tomorrow I'm riding golf carts. I've walked the first 36 holes. A little bit
The
of a break.
cashier at Scenic today, great guy.
He's
Which
a nice.
the old guy?
No, the old guy does. He's like. 'Cause
He
I'm
doesn't work there.
nervous.
Well, yeah. To be honest, I didn't really think about what I said after I
Yeah.
opened my mouth
No, it's a younger
because
guy.
I like the old guy.
It's like he's middle age, I would say. He's a nice guy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Why did
Wait,
you say
Savannah.
thank you?
She's gonna be on
Why
the
did
show
you
for
say
the first
thank
Same
you?
as usual.
because
Because
he's not focused on the show.
She
I
got me
saw what
cookies.
happened.
Cookie?
I saw one.
Savannah, say hi. Wait. Huh?
She doesn't want to be on the podcast, guarantee it. Wow, now he's muted it. How sad is
I'm not
this?
muted.
Oh, I thought you reached to hit the mute. Hey, Savannah.
Oh, I see a shadow.
There's a
Lids.
hand. Oh,
Oh.
she's gone. She does not. You're just gonna
Thank
see.
you.
You're gonna see a blurred out image on the. It's gonna be like a ghost. It's
Oh
guaranteed.
no! Don't let Liam see that.
Oh.
You should
Why
have
you gotta
never
go there?
said anything. See, because you said that's gonna.
He's
be an
not going to
issue
watch
now.
any videos now.
He's gonna watch this video on loop.
No, Liam watches all of them.
Little.
Wait. Whoa. Hold on.
No eating on the
someone's-
podcast?
Someone's eating on the show.
Dude, these are so good.
Well,
If you haven't, you're gonna blame me.
if you can read,
No eating on the
there's
show.
no eating.
Wait,
on
can I
the
make
show.
my own background?
No, you can't.
It'll probably take you a while.
Just so you know, this is a podcast. It's an audio podcast for a majority of our listeners, which is grown on Anchor.fm. So shout out everyone who's liking the show on there. We really appreciate it. Shout out Lil C for running the Twitter account. Needs to get a little better at it. He's been a little lazy lately. He's
Wait,
found
we seen increase in viewers and
we got an increase in likes, which
There you
the
go.
only place they can get it is from our Twitter account at 3dudes1zoom. Make sure you use the numbers on that. So shout out Little C. Let's keep it up
Nice.
though. Let's not focus on the lady friends. And let's focus on
Friends.
the Twitter game.
All right, I got to dip out.
All right, Tank. Thanks for popping on.
Yeah.
There's big news coming up that I will tell you later, but I'll tell the audience now, okay?
All right. I'll,
Bye, Tank. Say bye, Tank.
Peace out,
hey,
Tank.
boys.
Oh, Tank, you don't like presents today?
No, I'm working.
We should ask him about Star Wars. All right, I'm
uh,
eating.
No eating on the show, you piece of crap.
Just keep going.
And now you're
Keep
laughing.
going.
So
I'm
yeah,
gonna do
we're
it.
we're gonna wrap up the show now, Little C, because you're being a jerk. But there's gonna be a big show next week where we're gonna dive deep into a murder mystery, sports related. We're very excited. Probably Thursday's episode. So Tuesday we'll give you a little preview so our fans can look into it. We're gonna have a special guest on. His name's John. He's Corey's father. Great storyteller. A lot of profanity. Don't let the kids watch the episode, but
For
we're
all-
very much looking forward to it.
For all our YouTube viewers, he's
see
not
us-
gonna have his own computer. You're gonna see me and him sitting
Yeah.
side by.
It's gonna be a little dual action. We'll set it up.
It'll be good.
The Tank will be here on time. We're gonna have
Oh,
some interesting
So next
conversation.
Thursday, yeah. I'll
Next-
talk to him.
Next Thursday we'll have this on. It'll be a big. The whole show, the whole podcast will be focused on this one story. Unless
Should you
something
come over
really
and do a
big.
contract signing?
I don't know. We'll see, Little C. Oh, that would be really funny to put on the. We'll talk about that, Lil C. Thank you all for listening. And as always, make sure you listen to us on Anchor.fm, which powers this podcast, on Spotify under 3 Dudes 1 Zoom. And you can watch, if you really want to burn your pupils out on your eyes, on YouTube at 3 Dudes 1 Zoom. We appreciate everyone who likes and listens to this show. It means a lot to us. We do this for fun, and you guys make it worth it. All millions of you listeners. So thank you. Little C, say goodbye.
You got me.
And you're chewing. He's eating on the show. He can't say goodbye now. You're the worst.
I don't see a
Say
sign.
goodbye. Say
All right.
goodbye.
Peace out. Thank you.
See you guys.